There are calls for the government to introduce broader reforms to reduce aged care waiting times after the Prime Minister unveiled a $537 million package to help improve the sector.
The welcomed funding came in response to a damning report by the Aged Care Royal Commission, but Labor says the package is just a drop in the ocean.
It was the interim report that shocked the nation, lifting the veil on neglect, abuse and mistreatment of vulnerable Australians and demanding a complete overhaul of the aged care sector.
What I can assure Australians is we're up for that.
As a starting point, the Royal Commission pinpointed 3 problems needing immediate action, and the government says it's answering the call with more than $500 million in new funding. Announcing 10,000 new home care packages to help people stay in their own homes for longer at a cost of $496 million. $25 million will be spent on better medication management to reduce the use of chemical restraints, and $5 million to help meet new targets, lowering the number of younger Australians with disabilities in aged care.
To announce 10,000 packages when the Royal Commissioners have said it is neglect to have 120,000 older Australians still waiting on the home care list is simply not good enough.
A final report from the Aged Care Royal Commission is still a year away, but the government is hoping its fresh funding can provide solutions before then. Having announced its response early in Parliament's final fortnight, the coalition will be trying to focus the agenda on its other policy priorities. On the government's Christmas wish list, repealing the Medivac legislation, needing Jackie Lambie's vote to scrap the medical transfer system for asylum seekers. Initially, these comments were cause for optimism for the coalition.
We can get this sorted and certainly get a vote taken on it.
But her Senate crossbench colleague quickly clarified that the repeal was far from reality.
It's my understanding that she is not seeking to repeal that bill.
The government is also relying on the crossbench to pass its so-called union-busting bill. Both Jackie Lambie and Pauline Hanson are holding out on offering their support. Senator Hanson saying she's not in a rush as she reads over the fine print.
So your support is not guaranteed here on this bill?
Of course it's not guaranteed. I will take what time I need to assess this.
Union leaders and members making their protest known, packing Parliament to fight against the laws, which would make it easier to deregister law-breaking unions and officials.
This is extreme, it's dangerous.
The government will be hoping the crossbench changes its tune in order to deliver 2 big wins before Parliament rises for the Christmas break. Eliza Edwards, Sky News, Canberra.